All right, tribe, picking up where we left off in part one, had a booked session to schedule. Okay, so moving forward, you got to the point that you have reached some form of clarity around yourself and the way that you are attached to projecting yourself, all right, and moving out of the context of any illusion performed against you. Now, re-cleansing the energy, let us step into any possible ancestral messages. All right. Here we are. Welcome. Okay. And if you don't know, my name is Mr. Hall, spiritual leader, all of these things. If you weren't keeping up with post one, this is part two. Check out part one. Reality is still catching up to define what I am, unexplainable, undeniable, right? Those were the channeled messages from earlier. We're going to go with the Wisdom of Light Oracle deck, all right? As well as the Sacred Symbols Oracle deck. And possibly the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck, okay? We're going to, so the first portion of the reading was the 3D, Everyday Practicality, and also now moving into, there we go, also now moving into the sacred symbolism, ancestor messages, things that you're picking up energetically around you, from the individuals around you, internally, externally, okay? Okay, so using the ancestors of light. All right, as soon as I split the deck, we have breakthrough. All right, and we also have initiation. Okay, so you're being initiated through some form of breakthrough, and this is something that came up in the part one of the reading, where we did mention that you may have had some breakthrough in the recent past as far as your thinking, your communication, the way that you communicate and express yourself outwardly, but I'll read it specifically. Mayan Master Kawak, breakthrough. The lightning path of initiation is upon you. Face core issues, take risks to greater happiness, okay? So you're taking these risks and you've been guided to, and it looks like you are, and you're seeing past any illusions of projected truths that are misleading you down paths that ultimately will not bring you fulfillment, okay? And then we have initiation, so twice. So you may have been gone through a double initiation. You may have initiated yourself. You may have had other groups, individuals, outside circumstances and or orders attempting to initiate you. All right, so we have Lord Maitreya, initiation. You are in a rite of spiritual passage. Align only with love, unity, and peace. Okay? Yeah, so definitely a spiritual initiation, as well as I want to keep saying 3D practical initiation as well. Okay? And there's a confirmation if you heard that phone. I'm picking up ancestral understandings and communications in understanding human beings and the species as aliens, okay, or as interdimensional beings, as light frequency holders, as antennas, okay? So we're stepping into this place, and if we look at the mudra of the hand symbolism, okay, so you're giving out this heart knowledge from an aligned and Christ consciousness. This is what I'm picking up instantly looking at it. And depending on where you are, you're going through this awakening. So if we look at this imagery in the initiation card, and if we look at this specific image here in the third eye, this is almost a zoomed in perspective of what's happening. I'm picking up a Merkaba activation. If you're not familiar with what the term Merkaba means, you may want to look into it as well, okay? And it looks like a symbolism, a symmetry, as we have one triangle pointing downward and one triangle pointing upward, okay? I'm picking up hexagram for some reason. But you'll want to look into sacred geometry as well. So this is what's coming through from the ancestors and master spirit guides, okay? And we'll say Archangel Metatron, okay? So Metatron's cube may be significant as well. Expect sudden inspiration, spiritual downloads, increased intuition, and expanded awareness, all right? This is something that's coming through for you. And I'm also noticing that this triangle pointing down, as above, so below energy coming through, pointing down and then pointing up, I'm seeing here in these two corners, these eyes, okay? So you being given the gift and the sight of Christ consciousness, you being able to articulate and download and remember the information of Christ consciousness, okay? You having the space for this, you being able to rest in this Zen-like energy of knowing, okay? Stepping into knowing, all right? Nothing is swaying you from the understanding of your pathway. Okay, so let's see. And then we had Hope coming up, Archangel Ramiel. You may want to work with these angels and entities. So you may have gone through initiation, and you're being initiated into different entrances of the spiritual, the beyond the veil, the non-linear, the non-physical, the non-human intelligences, okay? And you may want to work with these angel guides, okay? We have Archangel Ramiel, Hope. Be steadfast in hope, focused in the light. The storms will pass. All things are in divine order. Okay? All right, and if you look again, the symbolism within the hands. So being guided to create, being guided to manifest, being guided to really step into this true work. All right? Let's see what sacred symbols are coming through. Yeah. You're going, as soon as I split the deck, this is a Sacred Symbols Oracle deck. We have a butterfly with an orange background representing transformation. The numbers 1 and 9, okay? Breaking down to a 10, okay? So 19, the numbers 19 may be significant. The number 10 may be significant, okay? So a completion into a new beginning. So you've completed some type of transformation. I'm picking up in my mind's eye the imagery of a pupa and the life cycle of a butterfly from a caterpillar to a larvae, okay, to a cocoon, right? You've gone through these transformations, and now you're at this stage to really present what you have come to accumulatively learn and understand, okay? And this is specifically within a spiritual sense, and using this spiritual knowledge, the spiritual knowing that you have gained through these processes to then assist the veiled, right? The individuals that may still be stuck within the quote unquote matrix, still be stuck in the needing to accomplish, needing to complete, releasing others as well through this transformation and protection that you have, okay? We have protection here. Number 1 coming up again, may be significant. On the veil card, we had the number 38, 3 and 8, breaking 8, 9, 10, 11. So another 11. So 111 being very significant in this portion of the reading as well as in the previous one, okay? But because you have gone through this transformation and these double, triple levels of initiation into understanding the spiritual, the non-physical, and what quantum physics would be catching up to, what all of the latest and cutting edge practices of understanding and human logic as a species is cutting into, you're stepping into this place of being able to guide the veiled and having protection through the veil is what I'm picking up. So strong psychic energy with the purple, the color purple, that may be referencing a film if you are familiar with it. Releasing yourself from the struggle, emancipating yourself, freeing yourself from indoctrination is what I'm picking up. And then the protection. So you may be guided to work with sigils. I'm picking up Celtic energy. I'm picking up archaic energy, arcanine energy. Okay, primordial energies. You may want to look and study some symbolisms as well, and keep an eye on what these cards are telling you. Okay, because you may have felt that you are out of power. Okay, you may not have been connected to your power previously, but now you are. Okay, with the number 4 and 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, interesting. So something about the restructuring of linear math. I'm picking this up, the restructuring of linear math or linear arithmetic. The way that we are globally and collectively understanding arithmetic may be significant as well, okay? So some type of completion of your power. You have stepped into your full power. You have gone through the transformation and you understand what to do with your power, your spiritual gifts. You may have awakened new spiritual gifts. So glyphs as well, hieroglyphs may be significant also, ancestry to Egyptian Language, lineage, okay, communications. Interesting. Okay. And what do the ancestor what do the ancestors have to say? Spirit, angels, and ancestors. Let us see. Let's check into this now. Spirit, go ahead and give us a message. Wow, shaman. Okay. So you may have been really questioning this path because I'm picking up when you step into any creative arts or any work that is outside of the standard archetypal structure, okay, or architecture of society and the norms, okay, or possibly the narratives that you have been fed to understand, reality that as you've known it and understood it, you're perfecting something as well. I'm picking up with that adjustment to my heading. So my protective wear. So with the shaman card being here, you have possibly been denying or not willing to fully accept in the past these shamanic natures that you have, but you are being known to trust in higher forces, okay? Step into this shamanic nature, step into this interconnected nature of understanding all things, okay? Not saying be a master of every single thing, but all things. Step into this place of creation, step into this place of understanding your shamanic power, making something out of nothing or what is perceived to be nothing, okay? I'm picturing what's coming to mind in imagery is aligning yourself to the sun. That may be significant for someone, that may be a confirmation. Aligning yourself to the highest vibration, frequency, and timeline, and holding that frequency even through any external events of chaos, okay? Yeah, and then we have Father Sky and the sun, okay? All right, we have Father Sky and the sun. So blues and oranges may be very significant. We did pick up purple, and we did also have, I believe, some green. Two purples, orange. So oranges and purples are very significant for you to surround yourself in. So this energy of creation from the sun I'm picking up, and also with this Father Sky, picture yourself as an eagle, taking flight, being agile, being the number one predator, being a top authority in your field, being a top energetic authority. And if you see this nature, the nature from the shaman, okay, and also an owl, this inner wisdom, this higher level knowing, this higher level intelligence, this higher level of connected frequency, okay? You're connecting to this energy, this Father Sky, okay? This thunder energy, that aha moment. You have connected these dots, and now you're stepping into the Father Sky energy and the shamanic energy. No matter the gender, you're stepping into this energy of knowing and being able to communicate this effectively so that it reaches the masses, okay? Trust in the unknown, trust in higher forces. You are now allowing yourself to trust in the unknown, trust in higher forces, and allowing things to work for you, okay? These non-human intelligences, these logics and understandings that have not been able, as far as we've known yet, to classify, categorize, okay, specifically. And as we grow and evolve as a species, we are stepping into this place to be able to understand the interconnected functions and functionality I'm picking up of all of it, okay? Because if we look here, this is appearing to be a sigil in the shaman card, but also simultaneously a clock, okay? And this is digressing where I picked up this change in our understanding of linear time, linear arithmetic, linear logic, okay? These things are changing. And in these changing times, really stepping into your true work and honoring that despite any outside circumstances. Now, this doesn't mean that everything's going to be simply a smooth, bumpless ride, right? There will be adaptability that is needed, You are making progress because you have already understood through this transformation spiritually and these initiations that were mentioned, how to get this done. You have the message, you know the vision, go ahead and move forward. That is your next step, okay? I'm also picking up Gen A energy, Gen Alpha energy, Elder Millennial energy, okay? No matter what age group you fall into, but I'm picking up the classifications of these times and ages and what is expected of changing, okay? Wow, those are beautiful messages. All right, tribe, I'm going to keep this one a bit shorter. Remember, check out part 1, okay? And circling back, that is of significance. If you felt any need to give up, stop. You're being guided not to. You know the truth, you know the answer, and you're moving forward. Remember, this channel is for confirmation, giving language and space for you to feel safe to understand these different aspects of yourself and understandings. I want you to remember that you are your best judge, okay? You are your best voice and inner voice, no matter what is happening externally around you, okay? Now, I want to step into the 5D, where we step further into Christ consciousness, a cosmic consciousness, all right? So we're going to do the cosmic reading cards by Nari, and we'll get one specific message from the cosmos. As soon as I split the deck, we're going to go with this. Oh boy. All right, so Golden Crown. I'm also picking up Golden Dawn in relation to cults, gangs, well, not gangs, cults, organizations, secret societies. That may be significant. You may get some form of invitation or communication from these groups, but you're stepping into this Golden Crown energy, this limitless, undefinable, undeniable energy. Okay, with the number 14 here, we have the 5. So a change into a new chapter. Okay, and do you see, for the first time I'm seeing, this is an image of energy, right? But for the first time I'm seeing a individual, a person, a human, a frequency. You may be interacting with these frequencies and energies. I'm picking up Lemurians, Larians, right? You may want to look into those cosmic and interstellar, okay, frequencies. All right, building a new earth together, essentially. Here. All right, so we have the number 24. So 4, 5, 6. So this is breaking down into a 6. So 5 and 6, making a progression, right? Your count and what I'm picking up simultaneously as well, tribe. Remember, take what resonates, leave what does not. But for most of you here, it's going to resonate. So your Golden Crown chakra has activated. Okay, and it's put you into this boundless, limitless energy where you're able to perceive in context these interdimensional beings. It's not so much a new chapter as it is a remembering chapter, what you are really made of, what your essence is made of, what's going to set your soul on fire. I'm also picking up, all right, really being able to tap into these energies, this violet flame. I'm also picking up, if we look here, the fire appears to be a bit violet, and it's simply pure, raw energy. And I'm circling back in my mind, I'm seeing a circling back, a remembering, a resurfing, resurfing. That may be significant, okay? Going through search history may be significant for someone, but a resurfacing, and a resurrection of this ancient knowing, okay? This inner primordial knowing, this interdimensional knowing, this interconnectedness of knowing, all right? So check into this new chapter. Check into this remembered chapter. Stepping into the timeline of your highest frequency. This is where we're going. All right, and you may be using your emotions to do that, okay? And so significant as well. The numbers 14, the numbers 24, and the number 12, okay? We'll take it there. And something else that's coming up in this card, if you look, this is the third eye. This is the cosmic crown chakra. Not specifically by definition, go ahead and look into the chakras and auras, but you'll see that it's been connected, and with this new connection, similar to the last group of cards, if we look at this portion of the card, and specifically this image of the white light, this does look like a zoomed in, focused version of that, right here being the third eye chakra on fire with this purple energy, and then this blue, arising, electronic communication, vibratory, okay, frequency, pulse. Okay, I'm picking up. You've activated a pulse. You've possibly sent out some type of call. That's what I'm picking up as well. Okay, and your call has been heard. So give yourself some grace, allow this transformation to be taking place. You're going through these initiations. This phase may not be as comfortable as you would love it to be, but we are adaptable as a species, okay? Even further, collectively. All right, tribe. Hopefully you have enjoyed these readings. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. That really does help the channel grow, helps with me and you fulfilling more of our life purpose. I love that you all are here. I love to see that we are growing. This is my true work, so it's beautiful. And remember to check out all the other platforms, check out the other products and services that are available, and wishing us all alignment and really accomplishing and remembering that we have already accomplished somewhere in the ethers our true purposes as far as destiny. All right, talk to you soon, tribe.